Hello again, welcome to another edition of the Real Ale Guide. Today's beer is a bottle of beer from the Meantime Brewing Company, and it's their Pilsner. I am really looking forward to trying this style of beer. It'll probably be my first kind of crafty Pilsner. Comes in at 4.7% ABV. I always remember growing up in the 1980s as a kid, and always remembered the Tennent's Pilsner adverts on the TV. Tennent's of Scotland. You don't see it anymore, but it was very, very popular. I remember it being such a popular drink. But this looks so clean and crisp. Look at the colour, it's very, very light. Looks like a very light kind of pale ale colour. About a 1.5, 2 finger head going on there. Not sure what you'd expect from a Pilsner, whether you're meant to get this kind of a charge, this carbonation, but it really is forcing the head upwards on this beer. But it does look refreshing. I've cooled it down a little bit, and I suppose that's what you would expect from a clean glass of this type of beer. So, not read the bottle. I don't know anything about this beer. I don't really know anything about this style. So I'm going to get the nose. And it smells carbonated. You get that kind of carbonated smell, but also you get like there's a tiny bit of lemon in there. So, cheers to Meantime for sending. Cheers to everyone. Let's see what it tastes like. It smells wheaty, in all honesty. With that bready, kind of reminds me a little bit, not too much, a little bit of the Adnams, the blue bottle of Adnams beer I had. It kind of was like a refreshing ale. This is, as you can tell by the burp after one sip, something which I would look to put in the fridge and it's kind of like a lawnmower beer for me. I want it would do the job of refreshing me. You do get the slightest hint of lemon in this drink, just the slightest. It's really one of those ones you search for in your palate. You're trying to find the flavour, but let's see if you can wash up some kind of aroma here. Yeah, and it's quite lemony, and it's very, very bready and wheaty, that style of drink, but it's very, very refreshing. As you can see, I've nearly drunk the whole glass, the whole bottle here. So let's read what, if there's an information on here, let's read what a Pilsner is all about. I don't know for sure. I'm sure it's something to do with the sugars. They use something else instead of sugar. Long maturation at low temperatures is what creates the world's great lagers, and since brewers are not being counters rule the roost here, we do things properly. We allow time for the specially picked barley, pearl and Hersbrucker hops to develop the complexity of flavour upon which we have built our reputation. Drink it as we made it, cold and slow. So I have chilled this beer. I haven't drunk it slowly by any means, it's been a bit of a quick review. Brewed to a unique recipe devised by Alistair Hook, brewer, owner and founder of Meantime Brewing Company. www.meantimebrewing.com. There you go, that's the London Pilsner. Check out the website, all sorts of different merchandise, clothing. On this quickly, somebody said, which I found quite funny, someone said you look like, sometimes you're like a billboard or a racing car with all the sponsors on. As I've mentioned before, we're in quite difficult times, and if I can help promote a brewery in any way, by showing off their glassware, by showing off their beer, by showing off the great bottles that they put their beer in, and by showing off their clothing, then I will. I will. I do it to support the breweries. I think it helps. So let's give a rating to Meantime's London Pilsner. It's very crisp, it's very clean. It's got a nice bubbly carbonation level, which it really does fizz on the tongue. The beer is very bready. It's a little bit citrusy with the lemon flavour you get from that hop that I just mentioned on the bottle. All in all, this is the last beer from the Meantime Brewery. I've reviewed all kinds of London ales, Meantime stouts, all wonderful, wonderful beers. Not come across a bad one yet. This one for me, as I say, is a bit of a lawnmower beer. I'd look to knock one back quickly to refresh myself. Could I session it? If somebody said, here you go, there's 4 bottles while we're having a barbecue, of course, why not? It's not a bad beer in any way. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a 7. 7 out of 10 from the Real Ale Guide. MeantimeBrewing.com. Check them out. You can check me out at realaleguide@googlemail.com. Facebook is facebook.com/realaleCraftBeer. And Twitter is twitter.com/realaletoday. But first of all, stay on YouTube. I love your comments. I'll always answer. Subscribe if you like. And cheers.